Hi Leo, this is Nyonjo from Choose to Change Tarot, and I'm here to do our May 2017 reading. Before I get started, I just want to say thank you to all the people who've liked, shared, and subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much. Getting comfortable here. Yeah, so let's get started with your reading. So your overall message our overall message for May 2017 is destiny. So let's see what that means here. So, take a risk. Dare to have your life the way you decide. Are you willing to make sacrifices to have what you desire? What tools do I need to form my own destiny? Am I ready for my destiny? Key ideas are true love, taking a stand, positive omen, radical thinking, deep satisfaction, ability to change. And the phrase with it is strong. Together we are stronger than alone. So, and then your clarifying cards are message and bond. So what I'm getting is that perhaps some people, or some opportunities want to show up in your life. But there's an element of being unprepared on your end. And that lack of preparedness or preparation might have to do with just feeling a little bit used to stagnation and used to doing things alone too. And I think one of the things that you're being asked to sacrifice is that desire to carry it all alone, or that fear of asking for support. And that will lead you to what the key ideas are: true love, deep satisfaction, having a sense of faith again, and feeling yourself in that, taking a risk and actually succeeding. And especially with the bond and the message, it just seems like either you've been already getting messages to kind of let go and be open to other people, or these are the messages you've been working to that you've been putting out there, and you're waiting for it to come in. You're waiting for that connection, that bond, that attachment to come in. And also the other thing with the bond card, there is like a sense of attachment, a little bit unhealthy attachment. You can go either way. Some sort of attachment that's happening that you need to let go of. It's just the universe is sending a lot of messages out there, or you're trying to send messages as well, so you're able to manifest what you want to come in. But either way, this sense of destiny, this sense of fatedness, is really going to be the theme of this month. Things feeling just in synchronicity, or things happening that feel like synchronicities, coincidences that are actually a larger message that things are shifting and changing in your favor. And if they're not shifting in your favor, there's asking you to kind of shift things so that other things can come in. All right, so let's get to the love part of the reading. So you have the Hermit in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So with the Queen of Wands and the Hermit here, it feels like it's asking you to it feels like you're in your head a lot. You're in your head a lot. And it's kind of flaming down your fire. It's putting your fire out, essentially. Let's get more information though. Yeah. So so you have the Strength card here, and the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Cups. And with the Strength card and the Hermit card, so you're really, you've been in a path and a journey to find yourself again, to be yourself again. But you kind of taken the path a little bit too far in doing the introspection, and you need to kind of just let things come back into reality, come back into the now, as opposed to digging through the past, trying to make sense of the present through the past, and just really being mindful of the now, so that the what is trying to come in will come in. Yeah. And with the Five of Pentacles here, it's this sense of coming out of the cold back into connection with other people. And with the Hangman here, it's just like that is what is going to allow you to have a different perspective. And it's just to be back with people, to belong with people again is what I'm getting. To feel like you belong and feel like you're not going to be always out in the cold. I mean, I think this has kind of been a theme for Leos, for us Leos. It's just a sense of feeling out in the cold. Yeah, and with the Hierophant here too. One more card, okay. The Hierophant and the Nine of Wands in reverse, it's saying that it's asking you to really change your boundaries to be a little bit more flexible, and for you to allow space for you to be a little bit more, as a result, allow you to be more vulnerable and allow different things to come in, like I said, especially your sort of life philosophy around your connections with people and how you want to, who you want to remain out of your life and who you want to remain in your life, and having a different philosophy out of that, a different philosophy around that is rooted in you, loving yourself, having that inner strength, having that inner courage. But, that philosophy, it's like you're living in theory and now it's time to live in practice. Like you've been thinking about it in like a bigger picture, but now it's really important to live in the details of it. And one of the most important details of it is having a different sense of this boundaries. And this last card, yeah. Seven of Pentacles. Having a different sense of boundaries will allow you to be less confused about what to invest in and what not to invest in. Because I think right now you're just kind of holding back what to invest in, kind of really overdoing it, like I said, in terms of introspection, and not allowing yourself to just kind of take the risk, like with the Destiny card, allowing yourself to kind of just be open to the possibility of whatever these opportunities are going to lead to. So, and those possibilities are, a partner, or partners, new people and connections, new opportunities that allow you to ascend to your best self. Regardless of it, this, like I said, this attachment, these messages that are coming in, it's just saying that now's the time to stop thinking about it and just do. Really, just do. And don't overthink the doing, too. All right, so for the couples here, you have the Fool and the Tower in reverse. So there is a new beginning that's happening that you didn't really see coming, but you also did. There's a shift in your relationships, or partnerships that has come about that feels like it's just a fresh start, whether that is a new chapter within your relationship or a ending and a new chapter to a relationship with yourself. Either way, this freshness, this new, sense of attachment and connection has come about, and it's really pushing you. Keep coming back to this Destiny card. It's pushing you to kind of live your life the way you want, because you have a new opportunity. Yeah, and with this new opportunity, there's definitely a sense of a lack of clarity, and I think this might be more so on your partner's end, or your partner's ends. Because you have the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Chariot. Either this is your energy or your partner's energy, rather. Or your partner's. And this lack of clarity is just like you have all this like newness and you're not sure what to do with it. And part of that uncertainty with the Chariot here in reverse is just like, it has to do with, excuse me, part of that uncertainty comes from a lack of sort of self-discipline, having things all put together. It's like it's just like this sense of being kind of scatterbrained, and as a result, you're not really sure how to move forward. Let's clarify it some more. Oh, you have the Ten of Cups here, and it's just like, it's almost like you have all this abundance present. You're not really sure what to do. You're just like, I don't know. Like, either it's abundance of ideas or a kind of really a sense of confidence in how you're trying to figure out your next step forward, or just a sense of confidence, but you're just kind of unsure what to do with it. You're just like, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this. And the other thing about the Ten of Cups here too is just this, it's like it's end of emotional cycle. Like I said, a new beginning. So there's a new beginning, there's a new cycle of emotional fulfillment. There's new opportunities that can come about. You're not really sure what to do with those opportunities or where they would lead. It's that sense of hesitation that I'm sensing. Yeah. And the Three of Cups here in reverse, that hesitation might be coming about because of the input of other people, or the input of other people. It might be emotional. It might be the involvement of this input of other people, whether that could be an extramarital person or another bae, or just like, being in a poly relationship and there's different ideas of how the relationship should move forward amongst y'all. Either way, there's just kind of this uncertainty. And with the Sun in here in reverse, and I'm picking two more cards after this. The Sun in reverse, it is, again, like this lack of certainty. It's this kind of sort of the clouds, not really sure. There's a lack of exposure to what the right path forward could look like. And then with the Four of Cups here in reverse, and then the Six of Cups here in reverse, it's like there's an opportunity. Okay, one more card. The Six of Cups. Okay, with the Six of Cups, I clarified it with the balance in reverse, or the Justice in reverse. So there's an opportunity to move past apathy, to move past this feeling of being stuck to the past. But what is missing is like, there's this like karmic almost connection that needs to be severed. You can see here with the Justice card, it's like this cycle is happening, but it's being severed by the Balance card. And this severance, you can see here, is very much similar to the Ace of Swords. This is breakthrough. So I think once you're able to have this sense of this breakthrough, whether it's your partner or yourself, your partners or yourself, you'll be able to sever ties with the past. You'll be able to accept the opportunities and to move past apathy. You'll be able to be exposed to what, with the Ten of Cups, what will emotionally fulfill you. All of this is just about taking the steps of living how you want to live. Because it's like, you can be presented with this beautiful opportunity, but if you're still in this mindset of lack, you're not going to have the confidence to move forward. So this month is all about, with the couples here, figuring out what that breakthrough, and what was the other card too? Oh, they just dug down here. Yeah, figuring out that breakthrough, what is going to motivate you, what self-restraint you need to employ in your life to be able to move forward. Leos, I always go over roles, y'all. So with the work, passion, and community, you have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Cups, and then the Three of Cups. So there's definitely movement with the Knight of Cups towards this community, towards this project, towards a sense of collaboration. Like I was saying about just like having a sense of feeling connected with other people and being open to support. Moving that movement forward is a result of being in tune with how you're being impacted emotionally by your work environment, what is unsatisfying you, what you need to move towards that would be emotionally fulfilling, which is that connection. And with the Eight of Pentacles here too, it's just referring to moving away from, from connections or from projects that you feel like you're overly investing in, that you're not getting the same in return. Because with the eights, it has to do with patterns and habits. So as you're just continually how either a pattern happens, either it's like something you do over and over again with the same person or same people, like you're doing this project and you're the one who always takes on X, Y, and Z, or you're in this community and you're always the one who, cooks food at X, Y, Z potluck, you're the one who always does that shit. And with the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse, it's really calling you to have a different sense of what a safety net could look like. Because here with the Eight of Pentacles, like a part of that reasoning or that desire to build is from having that sense of community, having that sense of connection with other people. But with the reverse, it's just saying like, this is what you're investing in right now is something you need to move away from. But let's see more with information here. Y'all, this is so funny. Of course I got the Eight of Cups. What? I just love when that happens. It always tricks me up. So that's literally what I was just saying. Like, you need to move away from this investment because it is not fulfilling you. Like, I really don't feel like I need to pull another card, but I will because whatever. Yeah. With the world here in reverse, it's saying this cycle is not ending. I'm like, you need to look at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck here is the Four of Wands, and that is that sense of celebration, that sense of happiness, a sense of being fulfilled in your passion and stability within your passion. And that is what is going to meet you once you walk away and end this chapter with this chapter of this isolation, this chapter of feeling disconnected. Like this is wanting to end in this new form of connection and stability within that connection. Like I said here, the stability within that connection is being brought about. It's just, got to move away from what isn't working. And that's hard because it shows here with this card that you've really invested in whatever situations that you need to move away from, whether they're friendships, a job, partnerships, whatever. It's just like you really, Leos go hard. We go hard. Like when we're here, we're here. We're there. We're putting it in the work. We're showing out. We're doing the most of how we just want to show up for the people in our lives and do the best at our job, whatever. But you're going to have to walk away. Because you're walking away from, it's not even walking away in the sense of you're walking away from these broken cups. It's like you're walking away towards fulfillment. That's specific towards you. You're walking away towards something greater. You're not just walking away into the darkness, and that could be portrayed here, but you're walking away. You're climbing the mountains. You're moving towards past the abyss and into abundance, a field of abundance. Like there's so much happiness waiting for you once you kind of, let go of those patterns and habits that are keeping you stagnated or stagnant. Stagnated, whatever. It's a word. You understand what I'm saying. All right. So let's get into spirituality and higher purpose. So, and other messages, and additional messages, other messages, whatever. So you have the Star card. When it's gonna get hot? It's gonna be cold all the time. The Chariot here again, and the Butler, the Magician. All right. So your challenge for this month, spiritually, is this Star card. So, like I said, it has to do with being vulnerable and finding balance as a result of that vulnerability. Because the mission of the Star card, connect to the sign of Aquarius. Like, hey Aquarius, if you're watching. Oh, I'm so trash. Okay, so it has to do with having this optimism and this hope, this faith and this cheerfulness and this, just all these good things. That is what your challenge is. Because right now you might be sitting in this fear, this misery, this sadness, this uncertainty, this uneasiness, even if things are being presented to you that things are shifting. So your challenge is to kind of get into that. What you need to know is that part of your challenge, a tool to address your challenge is having a sense of self-restraint, Having a sense of self-restraint in relationship to the energy where you feel like things are unmovable or unsolvable or just kind of scary. You know, a sense of self-restraint. So it's just saying, like, don't indulge in the misery. Don't indulge your feelings that are just like really, really messy and really, really shady and really, really, really uncomfortable. Like, there's a time and a place, but like I said earlier with the Hermit in reverse, that time and the place is kind of like not now anymore. Like, you really don't need to be going that hard in terms of like feeling all the sadness. Like, you can feel it, but like you can't make a home in sadness. Like, that is a shitty ass home to be living in. Like, trust, I have been in that home. I have made a place. I had my permanent address changed, you know, to that place. But I moved because you can't always be there, because you're not going to be able to, you know, manifest what you're coming in if you're just turning towards what is not there. So having that sense of self-restraint will allow you to have the motivation to move forward. Will have you a sense of oneness and togetherness, so you're able to move forward. And as a result, you'll be able to have the strength to, with the magician here, have it together. Know you have all the resources to manifest what you want. Have that confidence that you're able to manifest what you want. You know? Oh, I'm getting to pull another card. All right. I want it to be hot. There. Don't indulge. Take those restraints off. Take those chains off. You know, just take them off. Don't indulge in that shadow side Capricorn energy. It's all about working, no play, no excitement. Like, as Leos, we have to have fun and excitement or we'll die. Like, literally, you have to. You know, indulge in the luxury of life, not the miseries. Like, don't feel like you have to feel obligated to, like, be humble in that way. Like, oh, well, you know, I'm such a fabulous creature, but, you know, sometimes I need to be, no, stop. Like, that's just like self-deprecating, and it's not cute. Like, it isn't. So let go. All right, so your overall advice for May 2017 is, I trust the change unfolding in my life. I'm gonna read that because I need to hear that too, to be honest, you know. All right, okay. Y'all, this is literally, when I give these readings for Leos, it's a self-drag for me, so. All right, so sometimes you must let go of something good to let in something better. That's literally just saying, let go, let go, let go. The wheel of life is always turning, and change is necessary. Without it, we become complacent. Change is brewing. Loosen your grip and relax into it. As you're guided to step more authentically into your power and purpose, something has to shift. Change must occur. My dramatic Leos. Change must occur. Trust the change unfolding in your life. Although the outcome may be unpredictable right now, when you settle in and open up to new possibilities, a wondrous world can emerge. There's no need to rush this process. You'll grow wiser as you learn to surf the waves of change with more grace and ease. During this time, stick with your personal practices, make space to receive, and be kind to yourself. I'm gonna say that again. Be kind to yourself. I'm like, message to self. Be kind to yourself. Anyways, so that's your reading. If you feel like this makes sense, it feels relevant, you know, you want to talk Leo to Leo about Leo stuff, hit me up for a personal reading. We'll go into, we'll dig deep and figure out what blockages that you have to manifest what you want in your life, whether that's bae, money, friendships, projects, etc. Hit me up. And I also have full moon and new moon readings I do every month on my website, yes, and on my Instagram, choosechange.tumblr.com. I have cute outfits like on there, you know, Leos. I know you can appreciate that, so check it out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Blessings.